are we doing today?
Today we're going to be taking seeds out of a papaya so we can plant them and you can give them away to your friends or grow them in your garden. Grow your own papayas.
Grow your own papayas! Teach me how to cut this.
All right. Really easy. You just kind of half this, have this.
Ooh.
So all
Ugh. They look like capers.
Yeah. I think they look like caviar.
Oh, they give me the creeps.
Yeah, they look like frog eggs. So you just want to scoop them out.
And where'd you get this papaya?
Just at Trader Joe's. You can get them any papaya you buy at the grocery store. I know here in Arizona they'll grow in the ground once they get big enough. I actually know some people who have just put the seeds straight into soil outside and they've gotten them to sprout and grow, but I like to start most things in smaller containers and then bump them up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to kind of get some of this pulp. Whenever you're planting, you want to do 3 or 4, 5 seeds per whatever container you're planting it in. Well, you can plant them in containers like this. That's totally fine. The only thing with this is you got to make sure you water it all the time because these will dry out. So just make sure you water them. But these are good seed starting trays. Or this is an old seed starting tray. Be careful reusing seed starting trays just because they can carry diseases. So either sanitize it or only use it once.
They're really cheap, right?
They're really cheap. They're like, they're like $3 for a bunch of different things. So like in the spring, you can use them for tomatoes or whatever. But my favorite thing to do with papayas is to plant them in like solo cups or different disposable cups, because then you can give them away to friends and stuff, and that's always really fun. I actually have one over here that these are papayas that I don't even remember when I put them in this cup and set them outside. Totally forgot about them, and they're growing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to baby them.
Yeah, I mean, you just want to make sure that they don't dry out because they'll definitely wilt. And so what Heidi's doing is she's just poking holes in the solo cups just so there's drainage. She's doing 3 or 4 on the bottom and 3 or 4 along the top. Really like papaya? Oops.
I mean, I've had them before.
They're really good.
Big chunk.
Really good. They're like kind of savory. I love papaya.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
I just wish it had a
Want
little
some of
bit
this?
of like citrus in it.
Well, so people squeeze limes over them.
Mm.
But you can see there's so many seeds here.
So the seeds feel kind of squishy?
If you squish them, they have a layer around them of water, probably nutrients and stuff.
Okay.
So
Got our cups with
got
the
our
holes
cups
in it?
with the holes in it. Do you want to fill all these up halfway with soil?
Yeah.
Somebody once told me that papayas are really good for hangovers because they've got a ton of vitamin B in them. We're gonna get the soil kind of wet first. Not super wet. When you're planting seeds, you always want to dampen your soil just because it helps to like get things a little bit more compact. So, and then you're gonna take 4 or 5 or 6 seeds, put them in the middle of your cup, poke them down.
In a cluster? Or
Put them in a cluster. Because then what you're gonna do later, in a couple weeks when they sprout and they get a little taller, you're gonna eliminate the ones that aren't as big and strong. So like this big guy will be the only one. So you just kind of pinch off the other ones. You don't want them trying to outcompete each other for nutrients. I know
it breaks my heart every single time. So how deep should I put the seed?
So you want to do it about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. Papayas are pretty prolific, or they're like cactus or agaves. When you throw them in the ground, it doesn't matter what you do to them; they'll probably start to grow. As long as you give them sunlight and water and you keep them kind of warm.
Can you plant papayas year-round?
You can. They like a warmer temperature when they're starting off as seedlings. These I planted, I don't know how long ago I planted, and I just have left them out on the back porch here in Arizona. I mean, it took a little while for it to kick off because it was so hot, but you know, it's taken off and it's growing pretty fast.
And how big does a papaya tree get?
The ones I've seen around here, like 6 to 8 feet tall.
Oh, we'll see something grow.
Yeah, in a couple weeks, given the right soil or given the right temperature and stuff, and given that you keep watering it, you'll start to get germination. It could be in a week, it could be in 2 or 3 weeks. If it's been like 4 months, chances are, and it's really dried out a bunch of times, chances are you're not going to get a papaya.
Okay.
But as long as you keep it up and like put it on a windowsill in your house that gets indirect sun, so it's not baking, but it still gets sunlight, it'll take off.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you can try as many times as you like.
Yeah.
So we don't have to dry these seeds out.
Nope, don't dry them out because they've got this protective coating on them. This juicy protective coating.
So juicy.
And plant them kind of as soon as you cut your, don't leave them overnight. Do it the same day that you cut your papaya open is a big thing.
Cool.
So you've got them in there and you covered it up.
Yep.
So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty quick. You don't want to overwater them, but you want to keep it the soil nice and damp.
So maybe spray it?
Yeah, spray it, mist it, or every 3 or 4 days water it. Like put it under the kitchen sink.
All right, guys, that's it for today.
Thanks for watching.
Are you focused? Are you focused? I ruined the papaya.